Hello, 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 hello. We are live. Welcome to the Go Natural English Challenge Week, February 12th to 16th. Today is already February 15th. Can you believe it? Day 4, if I'm counting correctly, right? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. We are more than halfway done with our English Challenge Week. So if you have been following this far, congratulations. You're doing an awesome job. If you're just joining us, congratulations. You're doing an awesome job. The most important thing is that you start now and you don't give up. So, hello, let me know that you are here. Tell me hello in the comments. If I say hello to you, you should say hello to me, right? So make sure that you are watching the English Challenge on the official watch page, which is down in the comments at gonaturaleneglish.com/challenge-1. And sign up for the English Challenge. You know why you should sign up? Because that's the only way that you can get a free prize for participation at the end of the challenge. So make sure you sign up at gonaturaleneglish.com/challenge. The link is also in the description. So make sure that your name and email are signed up. It's free. It's 100% free. And I'm only going to use your email to send you a helpful prize for your English learning. Okay. Ooh, on the watch page, the video is small. Let me fix that. Oh, technology. And I know there's some problem with my microphone where you can only hear from one side. I'm sorry, you guys. I couldn't fix it before going live today. Actually, I don't know how to fix it yet. So if you're an audio person, an audio woman or audio man, maybe you can help me. I would love that. But I know you can hear me, right? If you're commenting, if you're saying hello, that means you can hear me. So that's good enough for now. The audio is not that good. Well, it's gonna have to be good enough for today, and I'll fix it for the next time. All right, well, make sure that you are commenting on the official watch page because I'm not going to be able to see your comments if you're commenting on YouTube. So make sure you're in the right place so that we can actually communicate. So if you're watching on YouTube, go to the link in the description. If you're watching on the gonaturaleneglish.com watch page, you are a very fast, smart person. Thank you for being there. I love it. I'm going to be checking your comments as we go and responding after I finish because I can't seem to actually type and speak at the same time. So, one other thing, make sure that you are subscribed to Go Natural English on YouTube. The Go Natural English YouTube channel is the place where you're going to get notifications when I post a new lesson. It could be an event like this, or it could be one of our weekly free lessons, but you will get a notification when you're subscribed. So this will help you to improve your English and to have more fun with the Go Natural English community and me. Who am I? Who am I? Your English teacher, Gabby Wallace. I'm the founder of Go Natural English. We've been doing this for almost 7 years together. In April, it'll be 7 years. That's crazy. I can't wait to celebrate 7 years with you guys. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about today. We have to wait. We have to be patient to celebrate our 7-year anniversary. We have to make it there. Today, we're talking about pronunciation. Yes, today is going to be a fun day. As fun as possible because, to be honest, I'm feeling sick today. I don't know if I look sick. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. But I am feeling sick. But I'm going to do my best to bring you the best pronunciation tips today because I want to introduce you to the Go Natural English method and techniques. That's why we're doing the English Challenge Week, because I want you to know about the best English learning method. Well, the best if you want to be able to speak to people in English, if you want to carry a conversation, if you want to improve your confidence, your fluency, if you want to speak more naturally, more like a native speaker, more like other fluent English speakers, if you want to learn about American culture, and if you want to learn tips and tricks and techniques and methods that really work, that I've used in my own learning, that I've used with my English learners like you, that are proven to work, then I want to share them with you. So this is an introduction to the Go Natural English method. Now, today, the best way for you to participate is going to be, of course, to listen and comment, but also to open your mouth and to say the sounds or the words or the phrases that I share with you for pronunciation, to actually say them out loud. So I hope you're in a place where you can actually speak out loud. If not, you could maybe say them silently. You could speak silently or just speak really softly. That's okay too. So welcome to our pronunciation theme day, day 4 of the English Challenge. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about overall fluency and how to bring everything together that we've covered. Again, this is just a really quick introduction. I can't teach you everything in 5 days, in less than an hour a day. I can't teach you all of the Go Natural English method or all the learning techniques that we have in this short time, but I can give you a really good introduction, and that's my goal, is to do that. So, pronunciation. Let's talk about pronunciation. Yes, I think you should repeat that. Pronunciation. 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 And you know what? It actually helps you to learn when you make movements. Like the movements I'm making with my hands actually scientifically is proven to help you to learn when you do some physical movement along with your learning. So there's a technique to help you right there. So when we are learning the stressed syllable in a word, I encourage you to use your hand. Pronunciation. Pronunciation. Okay, this will help you to remember more than if you did not use a physical movement. So there's some problems, I think, that we have as learners that have learned a language in a traditional classroom. Tell me in the comments if you can agree that you did not get enough practice in pronunciation in your traditional English classroom. Well, first of all, I'm assuming that you've studied English before, because if you can understand me, I know I speak clearly, but if you can understand me, that means that you've studied English before. You're not a complete beginner. So the English Challenge Week with me is not for complete beginners. It's for an intermediate or above English language learner like you. So if you can understand me, you probably had an English class before, but you probably didn't get a lot of pronunciation practice. You probably didn't get a lot of speaking practice. And if you did, it was probably practice with your classmates who are also English learners. There's nothing wrong with that, but they may not have had very good pronunciation themselves. So you're in this echo chamber, or you're in this, another word to say echo chamber would be like in a closed area, like a box, where you're not getting the best information or input or experience to improve. So yesterday we talked about listening skills. Listening skills and pronunciation skills are very linked. They're very related. They're very, very related because you have to be able to listen first in order to speak well. So they're very, very related. Now, in your regular traditional English classroom, you may not have gotten a lot of feedback on your pronunciation. It's important to get good input, good listening, and then it's important to have a lot of speaking or pronunciation practice. And third, it's so important to get feedback. Feedback is corrections or advice or tips on your speaking, on your pronunciation. So, have you gotten enough of all of those things? You can tell me in the comments, but my guess is if you're not feeling confident about your pronunciation, you probably need more of all three. You probably need more of all three. So that's part of the Go Natural English method, is to give you the input, to give you the speaking practice, and to give you feedback. We actually do this all online, and we do it in a way that's different than one-on-one lessons. We don't do one-on-one lessons in our program. We have a technology that we use that allows you to practice your speaking and get feedback anytime. So I'm not going to talk too much about the Fluent Communication course because it's actually closed right now to new students, so I don't want to make you feel bad. The students that we have in there are enjoying it. They're practicing their speaking, actually making videos of themselves speaking and improving with our Go Natural English team's feedback and corrections. And I actually just finished doing my live video office hour over in our online community for the Fluent Communication and Fluency Club group. So that was a lot of fun. Okay, so back to how to improve your pronunciation on your own. Another thing is, in the classroom, sometimes we feel a little nervous. Have you ever felt nervous in your English classroom? Maybe this will improve the audio if I bring my microphone down a little bit. Have you ever felt nervous or stressed out in your English class? I know I've felt nervous in my Spanish class and nervous in my French class for sure. Why did I feel nervous? Mostly because I didn't want to make a mistake in front of the teacher that would lower my grade or that would make my classmates think that I wasn't very good or smart, or, I didn't want to be laughed at. I didn't want to feel embarrassed. So at Go Natural English, you have a safe environment. I always talk about how important it is to make mistakes and what a wonderful thing it is to make mistakes, because those are learning opportunities. That's how we can help ourselves to improve and help each other to improve, is when we see our mistakes and we fix them. So mistakes are not something to avoid. It's not something to be afraid of. It's actually a goal to make more mistakes. Different, new mistakes, not the same mistake over and over, but mistakes that you can improve and learn and grow from. Now, I mentioned about listening first. Sometimes in English classes, and I know this because I've observed a lot of English classes, and of course I taught in an English class for about 15 years, but I had to teach in the way that the textbook taught, so I couldn't teach my own way in the classroom. But I've seen pronunciation not really taught. It's kind of like a command, like just say it right, just go, just have perfect pronunciation. I can't talk. I'm sick today. Have perfect pronunciation. Just repeat after me and go, and you'll be perfect. But that's not really how we learn pronunciation. That's just being like a parrot. And parrots don't really understand how words work or how pronunciation works. So the way that the Go Natural English method teaches pronunciation is to actually break down pronunciation into small parts. I'm going to explain more of that in a minute. But I want to tell you, when I was learning Spanish, at first I had horrible pronunciation. Like, really embarrassing. Like, no native Spanish speaker could understand what I was saying. Nobody out of my classroom could understand what I was saying. I think only my Spanish teacher could understand me and my classmates. But nobody else in the world could understand my Spanish because I had a really horrible, bad accent. So, I don't know if you can relate. How do you feel like your pronunciation is? Do you feel like your pronunciation is currently good, okay, bad, horrible? Yeah, it's really hard when you start and you don't know how to actually improve your pronunciation. It's painful to repeat the same thing over and over and over, but other people don't understand you. That's the worst feeling ever. I know how that feels. I went through that in Spanish. And I was suffering for a long time. What finally changed for me was I took a class in linguistics, and I learned to finally think about the sounds in a word, not just how the word is spelled, but how words sound. Each individual sound in a word. Sometimes letters don't equal sounds. Sometimes a letter makes two different sounds, or even a combination of letters makes two or three different sounds. We talked yesterday about the OUGH sound. It could be O or it could be off, like cough. Cough, right? Cough, the OUGH sounds like off. In though, it sounds like O. It's the same spelling, OUGH at the end, but the pronunciation is different. So we have to stop thinking just about letters equaling sounds. We have to think about all the different possibilities, and we have to really just think about the individual sounds in a word. You don't have to learn all about linguistics in order to change your pronunciation. That's the good news. You don't have to memorize the entire International Phonetic Alphabet, which is popular with linguists. And if you are a big language enthusiast like me, if you're passionate about learning lots of languages and you love linguistics, then by all means learn the International Phonetic Alphabet. It's fun. It's a challenge though. But if you just want to learn English, to have English conversations and talk with people and improve your career, enjoy your travels, make new friends, and enjoy English in the world through hobbies and information and all of that good stuff, you don't really need to memorize the International Phonetic Alphabet or become a master expert in linguistics. But you do need to start thinking in sounds. So I made a video on YouTube about this, about how I changed my thinking about how words sound, and I stopped trying to associate my English knowledge with the spelling of a word. So like the word pronunciation. In Spanish, it's spelled very similarly. Also in Portuguese, it's spelled somewhat similarly. But I would usually say something like, in Spanish, I would say like pronunciación. And that's a pretty bad pronunciation in Spanish because I was still associating that spelling with the English sounds. So I had to start thinking about the spelling, the end of the word C-I-O-N as sion, pronunciación, and not shun as it is in English. So I hope my examples are making sense. I'm trying to share what happened to me and how I developed the Go Natural English method out of that. So it's very important to really focus on the sounds and not the spelling of words. It's also really important to focus on stress. Probably even more important than sounds is the stress of a word, because that's what's going to make your English more understandable or less understandable to other English speakers. You have to focus on the stress. So, for example, like I'm looking right now at my ebook. So, for example, the word minutes, minutes. You can hear the stress. It's minutes. But in a language like Spanish, the stress would be different, like minuto, minuto, right? So if I'm putting my Spanish stress on an English word, it would sound like minutes. That is very hard to understand. Even if I'm saying the sound correctly, the stress is wrong. So I want you to know that stress is very important. It's the difference between saying important and important. So as I speak, you can actually practice your pronunciation by shadowing how I say the words. So you're hearing me right now. You can repeat as fast as you can after me, and that is shadowing. You're going to benefit a lot from this pronunciation lesson if you focus on stress. Stress is so key. And a lot of English classes don't even have any lessons on stress. Some do, but a lot of traditional classes don't. So the Go Natural English technique also focuses on how to actually form the sounds with your mouth, with your body, because you have to know how to do it. It's not enough to just hear a word and be able to instantly produce it. It's like asking you to watch someone lift a very, very heavy weight and then just go do it. Just go lift the same weight. Just because you saw them do it, you should be able to do it too, right? No, wrong. You have to develop your pronunciation muscles, really. You have to develop muscle memory. So you have to know, for example, the R sound in English. How do we make that? Well, you have to round your lips. You have to kind of keep your tongue in the middle of your mouth. R. So let's practice a word. What's a word with R in it? How about February? Re at the end. February. 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 So let's practice that last syllable. Re. Again. Re. So I round my lips and my tongue is in the middle, not touching anything. Re. February. Also, you might have noticed that the pronunciation is different than the spelling. We don't say February. We say February. February. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't think straight. I'm sick. I really am. Okay, and then we have to learn individual sounds and how the sounds change once we put words together. You may have seen a video on YouTube that I did about connected speech. This is really important in English if you're going to reach a level of fluence or native-like pronunciation. But connected speech is going to be a topic for tomorrow when we talk about fluency. So make sure that you come back tomorrow for our final 5th day of the English challenge. We're going to put everything together. We're going to talk about fluency. So before we wrap up today, I'm going to share part of the English fluency formula that is online. It's the ebook that I wrote for you with a lot of my best tips in it. It's all accessible in one place. And is it okay if I share it with you a little bit today? Can you tell me in the comments? Is it okay if I share it? I want to know if it's okay. I don't want to just force it on you, but I would like to share part of the pronunciation chapter with you. All right. Amazing. I would love to share with you. Okay. Awesome. 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 Okay. I'm going to share the screen with you. So you should be able to see me and the English fluency formula. Yeah? Okay. So this is inside the Go Natural English members area of the website. This is a premium product for sale, not for free, but I want to show you part of it today, if that's okay. So I'm going to click on the ebook and scroll down to pronunciation. We're talking about pronunciation today, and read a little bit with you. At first, you may find it difficult to speak like a native. There are some specific sounds that give English learners a challenge, no matter where you're from. Let's take a quick look at 6 of the most challenging points for everyone and how to improve your pronunciation. Remember that when you see a letter of the alphabet in an English word, it may make sounds that are very different from the sounds the letter makes in your native language. That is why you must listen with your ears, not your eyes. Be careful not to read or speak in English using pronunciation rules from your first language. Again, it's very important to remember, just as with listening, spoken English sounds are very different from written English. This next section will help you to identify some of the more confusing sounds in the English language and hopefully how to master their pronunciation in certain words. So let's look at the R section because I want to show you about R-colored vowels. The letter R and the sounds it makes are special in English. R alone is formed with your tongue in the middle of your mouth, not touching anywhere, just like I just showed you. When you add a vowel and an R together, you usually get an R-colored vowel. This means that most words with any vowel plus R will have an sound, okay? So take a look. For example, nurse is that sound. It's not nurse, but it's nurse, nurse. First, it's not first, it's first. And finally, world. Not world, but world. So this is really interesting to me. I love pronunciation and linguistics. So pronunciation is one of my favorite points to teach. I hope you enjoyed today. I know I did. Even though I'm under the weather, I always enjoy helping you to improve your English fluency, your pronunciation today, your confidence to communicate with other people. It's really my goal to show you how to do that with the Go Natural English method. So I want to invite you back to join us tomorrow. Make sure that you sign up at gonaturalenglish.com/challenge. And I will send you an email with information for tomorrow's 5th and final lesson of the English Challenge Week. Also, it's not too late for your friends to join, so make sure that you share the challenge with someone who's probably not doing anything else right now. They're probably just hanging out, or maybe they're bored at work. Maybe they should be watching to improve their English to get a better job. All right, well, share this with your friends, and I cannot wait to see you tomorrow to share more tips, techniques, and Go Natural English method with you for better English fluency. I know that you can improve your English fluency. You are 100% capable of doing it. You just need the right method, the right materials, and motivation. So thank you so much again, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.